$2 bill or 9 to 5 like those.
I got you covered, baby. I got you covered. Just won't do when you got your dreams staring at you. Yeah, everything routine weighing you down, when all on your mind is to get down, get down. The clock got punched, don't ever get tired. Bills don't ever retire. A 4% raise, boss man telling me to work more for less. I can't make sense of this. My check just don't stress. To top it all, my dream is bigger than this. Trying to find a way to escape this life I've been given. I can't do this no more. Live my life, live my dream, then you would know what life means. 9 to 5 just won't do. When you got your dreams staring at you.
Good day, peeps. This is Era 16 on intellectualradio.com. I am your host, Matika Morgan, founder of Era 16 Clothing. Before I go any further, I'd like to direct you to my website, era16.com. Go support the brand, join the movement. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back with a good friend of mine, Keithen Banks. Someone is definitely musically talented. Thanks, Keithen, for coming in today and joining me. I definitely appreciate you. I've been trying to get this man to come do an interview with me since day one, but I definitely better late than never. Keithen, so how long you been doing music? I've been knowing you for quite some time, for a good 4 years now, but I've been seeing you doing music long before I actually ever met you, and it's crazy. Yes. How long you been doing music?
I don't know, I've been musical my whole entire life, but like 2005, I jumped on the scene down in the subway, and I started playing the subway.
Yeah, that's why I saw you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've been doing music since 2005. Where are you from? Are you from Chicago?
I'm originally from Mississippi.
Okay.
And I've been here, I got out of the military, came here, and been here since.
Who are some of your music idols?
It's kind of tough, but I'll just throw something out there. Right off the top of the head, Jimi Hendrix, Al Green, Johnny Taylor, Bobby Womack, Beatles.
Okay. And how do you incorporate them in your music?
The feel, with feel and sound. Those are feel, sound, and mood, because those are all some interesting, they have very interesting sounds.
Well, they definitely do. I like old school music. It definitely puts you in a different perspective, and a lot of things you can relate to. A lot of things that's going on in that type of music. Now, right here, I got a good old album of yours, Out the Past. Now, one of my favorite songs is 9 to 5, because I can definitely relate to that, because
what you know about that?
I'm doing the 9 to 5, trying to not do it no more. Okay, so explain to me Out of the Past. Where did you come up with that?
Well,
go pop it as we speak. Go support him.
9 to 5 was a concept. It was just me saying, you know what, the past is over with. Let me put a seal on it. You know what I'm saying? So, came from a lot of different struggles. So, Out of the Past was basically just like, okay, this is my stamp saying it's over with. We're going to the future now.
A new beginning.
Yep, all day. 5 in the evening. So, I had that, and then I was trying to play my guitar, and I was in the military part-time, Navy Reserve. So I had a lot of hours of working, and I thought about it. I'm like, man, this ain't gonna work. I'm like, either live my motto has always been live your life, live your dream.
Right.
That's been my motto for years, and it's like, because if you're not living your dream, what are you doing?
You just living,
right? So I started thinking about that 9 to 5, and the boss man, no matter how hard I worked, it would take me X number of years to get X dollars a year. And I started doing the math. I was like, it's going to take me 10 years to make $5 extra. I was like, this ain't going to work. And 9 to 5 was like my pain. Like, at that time, being married, my woman wanted to spend some time with me, and I'm like,
you want to spend time with yourself
right,
too.
I'm like, get in line. I want to spend time with myself. So it was hard because I'm sitting up here like, how the heck do I balance out all of this? Everybody wants something. I don't care who you are. Everybody wants something. And so that's how 9 to 5 was. My boss wanted something. At that time, being married, my wife wanted something. My kids, everybody wanted something. People in the band I'm working with, they want something. Everybody, I'm like, you know what? This 9 to 5 ain't giving me the money I want, nor is it creating the time that I need to do all the things that I need to do.
So you stepped out on faith and you did what you needed to do.
Oh yeah, I had to. It was like either, it came down to either be miserable the rest of my life, or either put everything I got and live in my dream.
And so far, I see that's been a blessing. You know, I see life has definitely begun since you decided to do that.
Oh yeah, 100. Like one thing about living your dream, it will challenge you to grow, because that statement, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's real talk. That's real talk. Like, if you don't work, you will not eat.
I definitely concur on that one.
And you know, and it's like, I didn't want anybody signing my paychecks. I didn't want anybody but me telling me what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And see, when you're working for other people, my cousin always say, you just over broke. J-O-B. Right?
Most definitely, I do feel that too, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing, being myself, self-employed, to be able to have full control of Matika. But it's a process.
I know it is.
So how do you feel about today's music?
Do we gotta talk about that?
Yeah, I always like to get some type of idea of, how do people feel about today's music? If you don't mind.
Do we really have to talk about that?
We don't have to talk about it.
I give you a brief synopsis of today's music. Today's music, a lot of today's music, if I have to compare it, because I have to have a reference. So yesterday's music sang about love, life, hope, overcoming. Today's music doesn't portray that same message. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I wanted to hear your feedback, because I say this on every show, because this is the same question I ask everyone that I do interview. And I always like to get a open mind how they feel about today's music, because I definitely agree with you. Like, back in the day, it was, you have to read between the lines of what people was talking. You know what they was talking about. They wasn't very blunt what they was talking about. And it was more encouraging and more love. Today is just the nitty gritty.
Well, put it to you this way. I got to break it down this real simple. It may not sound the purest, but just so you can understand it. Back in the day, music was like, hey, baby, let me wind it down you. Let me take you here. Let me hold your hand. And let me rub you. Today is like, now keep that message in mind. Today's music is like, hey, let me get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't like, I don't need to take you nowhere.
No courting at all.
Right. It's like, come on. Hey, baby, I see you. Let me get it. That's it. That's today's music. Back then, it's like, let me love you down. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk to you. You know, like Teddy P, turn off the lights, baby. Let me rub you down.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, who would you, if you could pick 3 people to do music with, who would you like to do music with, collab with?
Well, I would, of course, Jimi Hendrix. He's not here today. That would be my one. Next in line would be Al Green. I would love to grace the stage with Al Green. And another one I would have to say it would be Otis Redding.
And why did you pick those 3? I mean, they're definitely phenomenal, but why did you pick those 3?
Well, I love people who are unique and who are different. You know what I'm saying? Hendrix, he had a very colorful view of the way he performed, the way he approached life. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I loved about Hendrix, I was listening to him recently. He said, I listened to Muddy Waters and all these cats. He said, but I never want to play like that. And the thing that I like about him, he was saying, you know, I don't want to play 1-4-5 all night, basically, as the blues changes. And he broke out of that box and said, you know what? I'm going to be different. I'm going to be me. And that's being different. Okay. And so I like to study people who are very different, like who step outside of that box or realize that the box that they're in is bigger.
I definitely feel you on that. So back out of the past. Do for $1. That's one of my other favorite songs. Where did you come up with Do for $1?
Man, I was singing on the subway in the cold winter time of Chicago. That's what Do for $1 came from. Our brother got to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like I was living with my aunt at the time, sleeping on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had just dropped out of school. I was in college. I dropped out of college, and I was like, man, I need to make some money because I need to eat. Because I refuse to just rely on someone to take care of me. And so, you know, I believe in pulling my own weight. So I would be on the subway and I would make $40 the whole day, right? Now think this, $40 the whole day. Now I'm going to the catfish joint to get me a catfish dinner. That's $20. I got $20 left, right? So I was like, yeah, I was like, Do for $1 was real because, I mean, it not only talks about my struggle as an artist, but it also talks about the struggle of my grandmother and their parents and what they had to go through to get $1. That's actually if you want to call it, a Black history song. Because
I can see how it can be a Black history song. Because
that's history in that song, baby. Like my grandparents, they were like sharecroppers. You know, they were second or third generation slaves coming, you know, living in Mississippi. They had to grind. My grandmother had 14 children.
Oh wow!
Right? They
football.
Right. Right. So they had to go to work. They had to work to eat.
Well, that's definitely encouraging. So you would say Out of the Past is basically you wrote this CD based on your life experiences, period.
Oh yeah, that's ain't nothing in there fiction. Listen to the titles.
Well, like I said, go copy CD Out of the Past by Keithen Banks. It's definitely a nice, groovy song to listen to, and you can definitely relate to different parts of it. So if you could give anyone that's upcoming any words of encouragement or tips that don't have the same sources that you have or need any type of tips or encouragement, what would you give them?
Well, I mean, in order to do this, being an artist, first thing you got to do is be committed. That's the very first thing you got to do. You can't decide that one day I'm going to do it, the next day it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you just want to quit.
And that's when that's when you really see a difference, when you're ready to quit. Yeah.
You know, like it's like when I noticed one thing about me. When it's hard, I really love it and I really enjoy it more.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge because it's pulling out of me something that I wouldn't have in me if everything was going right. I'm gonna ask you a question. How much do you actually learn from winning? Right? How much
you learn a little, but you learn more at losing.
Right. And we don't look at it that way, but actually you're not losing when it looks like you're losing. Those are called growing pains. A lot of people don't want to go through the growing pains to get to the other side. You know, you have to realize that going through this and doing this, struggle is a part of it. Like nobody that's truly successful, didn't go through a struggle or some struggles. You know, so I've learned to embrace my struggle. Like, I'm gonna get honest with you, I don't like it all the time. It don't feel good, but I don't care about how I feel. I don't care if I don't like it. I'm looking at the end result of what I want. So someone deciding hey, you know what, if I'm chasing my dreams, just know that your dreams are worth it, right? Even though it doesn't look like you're gonna have what you have, even though it doesn't look like what you think it should look like. I
definitely will agree with you because starting the clothing line, I didn't know what I was going to get out of it. I just knew that I had a passion and I wanted to do it. And I thank God that thus far I'm still growing in my support system, and I thank God for everyone who have supported Era 16 thus far. But it's definitely a struggle. I know a lot of times people hear me say, today is a good day, and people sometimes don't think that I have struggles, but I know that my good days always outweigh my bad days. So that's why I always be positive, because nothing lasts forever, and if you can get through the storm, you're definitely going to see some sunshine. So you just got to be willing to go through the struggle.
Yeah, that's the key word, willing.
Yeah, you got to be willing to go through the struggle and willing to fail. A lot of people are afraid to fail nowadays, and I wouldn't say you're failing, but to fall on your face. Some people don't like to get up and start all over again. And that's a process. That's something that you have to do. You have to be willing to fail, and you have to rearrange on how to be better and be productive each day.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
You never look at failure as failure. That's when you lose, right? Because when you see it as failure, then it's just going to be this, that.
A loss under your belt.
That's all it is, And think about Thomas Edison. At Thomas Edison, when they made the light bulb. 1,000 times. Think about Colonel Sanders when it came to building KFC. All these different people, they face different challenges, and that's a part of it. Like today's generation, because of the internet, everybody's instantly a star. They haven't gone through struggles and know what it takes to build. See, one thing that people don't understand: building you is building character. And so that's what we're missing in a lot of entertainment today, is the character, the wherewithal, or what you call the stick-it-to-itness. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is so instant, and everything is just right this moment. So if you grow up too fast, what happens? You miss a lot of stuff. You don't get a lot of things that you should have gotten.
That is true.
And it makes the struggle harder than what it should have been if you'd have gotten those things and took your time. You know what I mean?
I definitely agree with you. I tell a lot of people a lot of times, growing up, life would have been different for me if my father was alive. I know a lot of things would have been just given to me. And not saying I don't miss him, but a lot of things that I have accomplished in life is because I have worked hard for it, so I'm more appreciative of it versus it's given to me. So I definitely agree with you. It's better to work for it and sacrifice versus it given to you, because you're not appreciative. You can throw it away because you didn't work hard for it.
Yeah, totally get you.
So, you have any songs that you can sing for us live?
Sing songs for you live?
Yeah,
you actually want me to sing for you?
I want the people to hear what I hear on a daily.
Where my paycheck at?
I need these people to hear.
I gotta pay some bills, baby.
9 to 5 won't do it.
For sure, bro. Totally. I got you. Let me, I'm gonna give you, how about One Way Ticket? You like that one?
Yeah, I like all your songs, so anything you put out.
One Way Ticket was about just basically me turning my life around, say, you know what, it's time to go to the next level.
Okay.
So I hit you a One Way Ticket. Been too long ago, I nearly lost my mind, trying to find my way through life, yeah. Every day I was trying to find what really meant something, walking around with pain in my heart, yeah. Oh, then I decided where I wanna be, so I brought me a ticket and I began to ride. One-way ticket out of my past, and I'm going to my future. Love is the train I ride, forgiveness is the ticket I buy. One-way ticket out of my past, I'm going to my future. Love is the train I ride, forgiveness is the ticket ticket I'll buy. Yeah. Well, I used to live my life with so much pain inside. I was walking around just hurting people, trying to get what I can and can what I can get. I didn't realize the pain that I caused. One morning I was waking up, I saw an angel laying beside me. It gave me the comfort to believe, so I grabbed that ticket. Said I'm getting out of here, not coming back no more. So yeah, I'm gonna ride. One-way ticket out of my past, said I'm going to my future. Love is the train I ride, forgiveness is the ticket I'll buy. One-way ticket out of my past, you know I'm going to my future. Oh, I'm going all aboard. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard, let's ride this train. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard, let's ride this train. All aboard, let's ride this train. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I definitely appreciate, that was a good song, Keithen. I definitely appreciate you coming through and letting the world hear more about Keithen Banks. I definitely, because I hear this on the daily, your vocals, and I'm like, man, this man is so talented. So what are your goals and visions? What can people expect from Keithen Banks in the future?
Well, I got some more albums coming out. More music, I should say, coming out. I'm working on, if you check out my site and my Instagram and all that stuff, I got some inspirational quotes coming, that are already there. And also some books and stuff that I'm writing. So I'm looking to just put all that out there just to motivate and encourage and inspire people, to greatness.
So do you see yourself more than an entertainer? You see yourself more as a brand?
Yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. So, you have any shout-outs? You want to give any shout-outs to anyone today?
Yeah, shout out. The list never stop. No, I'm just kidding. Well, first and foremost, thanking God and Jesus and my mom and my dad and all of my family who support me, people that are watching now, Intellectual Radio. Big shout out to the House of Blues, who's I have a residency there. I'm there every week. You can always catch me on every Wednesday at the House of Blues. And all the people that I like to tell people that you see me, but you don't see the hands that are on my back holding me up. That's that support system. Big shout out to Pamela Berry. She's I remember when I was homeless, she was there for me from day one and even till now. So just like I said, having that support system, it's real big.
Most definitely. I would definitely like to shout out my mother as well, because without her and God, this isn't possible. I like to shout out to my brother because any design or any vision that I have, he draws it up for me. So shout out to David Westbrook. I love him. Shout out to all my supporters. I definitely appreciate everyone who have supported Era 16 thus far. And by the way, you can always go to the website, era16.com/collections, or you can see me on Facebook or Instagram, Beyond Your Vision, or Snapchat as well as Beyond Your Vision. I definitely like to appreciate everyone who's tuned in today and able to see Keithen Banks perform. And shout out to Intellectual Radio for allowing us to do this as well. You can definitely see other shows during the week. So shout out to Earl Winfrey, intellectualradio.com. And stay tuned each and every other Tuesday, more so, should I say, Era 16 on Intellectual Radio. I thank everyone for tuning in, and God bless. And Keithen Banks,
Take us home.
take us home.
Take us home.
Take us
You
home.
didn't tell me. Now you gotta put some money in the jukebox.
I got you. As long as I owe
Brother
you.
gotta
You
eat.
know that saying, as long as I owe you, you never go broke.
When you're rich, y'all can get out the poorhouse, huh? That's what they say too.
Yes. Well, thank y'all. Listen, tune in, put the guns down, be safe, deuces.
All right, here we go. What you do for $1, baby? My grandmother told me, never say what you want to, baby. She said times like these will change you. What you do for $1. She said some folks will rather steal, kill their mothers. But times like these, baby, all we can do is pray that the change will come real soon. But I want to take my time, son, tell you a story about my life, where I come from. The first thing I want to know, she said to me, what you do for $1, baby? What you do for $10? What you do for $1, baby? What you do for $1, baby? I was 17 years old when I married your granddaddy. We started having babies. Gotta do what I gotta do. The kids gotta eat, she said. Shoes on her feet, she said. She said, I'm trying to get $1, baby. Working for $10. I worked in the cotton field from sun up to sunset. Got blisters on my hands, baby. For $10, what you do for $1, baby? What you do for $1, baby? What you do for $10? What you do for $1, baby? Trying to get $1, working for $10. 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 Trying to get $1, working for $10 now. What you do for $1, baby? What you do for $10? What you do for $1, baby? What you do for $10? Oh, yeah. What you do for $10?
That was hot.
Only about
That was hot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.